Well, I think it's the basis of reciprocity. It's basically sharing. You know, and human beings are deeply sharing creatures. You know, it's one of the things to think about when you're, you know, thinking about us wandering around desecrating the planet. We're really good at sharing. And other animals aren't good at that at all, generally speaking. And so, sharing and trading. Trading is sharing over the long run, right? Because, you know, if I'm only sharing with you, and you're not sharing with me, that's going to get pretty damn boring pretty quick. And so you're going to be very careful about reciprocity arrangements. And so that can keep the sharing going, and that's basically what trade is. So, okay, now, you're going along, and you can encounter positive things, you can encounter negative things, and then you can encounter the category of things that you don't understand. And the question is, the fundamental question is, what should you be doing about the category of things that you don't understand? So I'm going to go back to this figure. I hope this is it. No. Good. So we're going to try to understand this. You're betrayed by someone. Okay, you had them in the good person category. All right, now they're not in the good person category. All right, so exactly what are they like? And the answer to that is, well, all these subroutines are up for grabs. You don't know what any of them are composed of anymore. So in some sense, the fact that the person has betrayed you reveals to you their potential inner complexity, and it also reveals to you the potential inner complexity of beings in general. All right, now, you might want to say, if something unexpected happens, how should you calibrate your emotional responses? And the answer to that, because the problem is here is that responding to novelty turns out to be a very complicated phenomena. And the reason for that is that novelty, or anomaly, is a very complicated category. And the reason for that is that sometimes when unexpected things happen to you, they're good. And other times when unexpected things happen to you, they're bad. And that means they're a paradoxical category. They're a category to which the rules of logic do not apply, because they can be B and not B, or A and not A at the same time. It's not a good thing. So if something unexpected happens to you, what's the appropriate way to respond? And the answer to that is, well, you do a first-hand approximation. When the unexpected thing first reveals itself, then basically you adopt the stance of this might be a fatal predatory manifestation. And then pretty rapidly, if nothing else happens, you're going to loosen up and start to infer that the unexpected thing isn't as catastrophic as you thought it would be. The question is, how do you determine the difference between levels of catastrophic unexpected events? And the answer to me seems to be found in this idea of the hierarchical structure. Is that all right, the person betrays you. The idea that they're a good person no longer holds. That's very upsetting. Why is it upsetting? Well, here's the answer. If a person is good, how do they behave in every situation? Like a good person. If they're not good, how do they behave in every situation? The answer to that is, you don't have a clue how they're going to behave. So, man, they're all of a sudden extraordinarily complicated. And so,